Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Dubai Sevens quarterfinals. This one, Samoa taking on the Argentinians. This is going to be a very intriguing game. Both sides doing extremely well in their pool stages. And the thing is, I know that sounds weird to say for Samoa, but they were in a group with New Zealand, South Africa, two sides who have already made their way through to the semi-finals. They kept those games close, which gave them the chance here in the quarterfinals. Two very impressive running sides. Argentina, they've been unorthodox with some of the plays that we've seen from them. A few more kicking games thrown in there as well. We have got the outer Samoa still make the quarterfinals because the two best placed third teams do make their way through. So that is why Samoa is here. It was the same with the Australians. And it's going to be Argentina kicking off from left to right to get us underway. We see Masifal there on the screen. Got himself 2 tries in a recent fixture. I'm following you, Hamish. I subscribed anyway. Says David Ryan there. So thank you very much, mate. Greatly appreciate you being here. Now, nice run from the back from BJ Lima. Another one of the standouts for Samoa. Scanlon tackled well by Herman Schultz. And he's got the turnover, but he's given away the penalty in the process. Got it a little bit wrong. BJ Lima takes the quick tap. Going off to this left-hand side. It looks like Samoa want to start and pick up the pace early in this game. Alafipo. Nice step on the inside. Marcos Maneta went for the turnover in the breakdown. Doesn't get it now. Kicked behind from Neula, who is chasing hard alongside Marcos Maneta. The speedster from Argentina dragged down 2 meters out from his try line. Gets back to his feet. Motu Opitai putting pressure in the breakdown. But Los Pumas retain and still have that ball going short side. Looking out for Luciano Gonzalez, who has now got the ball in hand. He's a try-scoring machine, and if you give him the chance near the try line, he will certainly make you pay. Herman Schultz now cleans that one up 1 meter out from the line. For Argentina, it's a forward pass 2 meters out from their line. And now Samoa have got themselves a scrum just out from their own try line. We have got there 5 or 45.75 US dollars. If Samoa covers plus 5.5 points. Well, that one should almost be doable, although I did say in my prediction that Samoa would lose by 7. But as some of you will know, my predictions when it comes to the sevens is always very bad, because whatever I guess or whatever I predict is not correct. We have got there the smiley face from Robert Go Samoa, and Go Samoa says Amira. Now, going off to the left-hand side here for Samoa, inside of the 22 of the Argentines. Alafipo is through and scores. And the first try of the match for Samoa being scored by Alafipo. And going to be a head-scratch in 14 minutes. May the best team win, says Langford. That was pretty embarrassing from the USA, says Morning the Grange here. They definitely didn't show up the way that a lot of people wanted to see them play in that game. Of Marcos Maneta trying to make the tackle there. Just didn't quite get it right. And Alafipo doing very nicely again here to be able to score the try for Samoa. In my preview, I said that he was one of the key players. The kick has also gone over, so that will make the score 7-0 in favour of the Samoans. And important to get every possible point on offer in a quarter-final game. The winner of this one will be going head-to-head with New Zealand. Now, we've seen New Zealand versus Samoa more recently in the Oceania Sevens final. It's been a little while since we've seen Argentina and New Zealand go head-to-head, and normally those games are quite 50-50. Now Neula to kick it off. Getting it high, Herman Schultz. A little bit of a miscommunication there, accidental offside from Argentina. All 3 players going for the ball, knocking it amongst themselves. So Samoa get it themselves another penalty. Masifal going back across to Alafipo, now pulls Scanlon. Having to step around in the midfield. It's definitely a lot of pressure coming here from Argentina's defence. But BJ Lima slows it down and takes it to ground. Now grab it in behind. Some good strength being shown by Motu Opitai. And the Samoans will score themselves 2 tries in the first half. Now, I don't want to jinx them, but I know that I will. But I think this is the best start we have seen from Samoa in a game up against Argentina for a very, very long time. Normally Samoa, when they have to face Argentina, they're coming from behind to try and get themselves a win in the contest. Whereas here, they're doing very well. Managing to score 2 tries, a back-to-back, yay, says Amira. So we get yes, mine. I got plus 5.5 points. Says David Ryan. That kick has gone over. And that is now going to make the score after 4 minutes in this quarterfinal 14-0 for the Manu Samoa Sevens. But try scored by Motu Opitai. Samoa have only advanced to a cup semi-final at Dubai Sevens once in the past 10 years. That was up against the side in 2020. So this will be a bit of history being made by the Samoans in this contest. They have got some good position forming here. The Masi foul wrestled down. Now going off to the right-hand side. Great step from BJ Lima. Oh, that looked like an injury there for a Samoan player, or at least he's got back up to his feet. I think he might have just fallen awkwardly. The player that was coming through. Now Neula, knock on there. In fact, it will be called as the forward pass. Don't count Argentina out just yet. Exactly right. If they can score a try late in this first half, they are still well and truly in with a shot of being able to win this game. Impressive so far, Samoa. Keep it up, says WMS. Oh, penalty actually goes to Samoa. I mentioned about how there was a player who was taken off the ball, and they've actually gone back for that original penalty. Now Samoa are opting to go for their scrum in the scenario. Argentina conceded just 4 penalties, made 4 errors on day one, both the second fewest of all teams. So they've been very disciplined. They haven't made a lot of mistakes out on the field, which is why they did look like such a dangerous side. I mentioned it earlier on that I felt that they, throughout the group stage, looked like one of the most all-round teams. But in this game, it's not looking like the same Pumas side that we saw on day one. Alofipo gets the offload away to Masifao, gets through one tackle. Marcos Maneta manages to drag him down. Now Alofipo, tackle, gets back to his feet. Romain Schultz to take him down for the second time. That's a penalty. Go on the way of Argentina. Have dinner with us. Sweet corn soup, says Amira. Geez, that sounds all right, doesn't it? Bit of soup. My prediction is Samoa 27 and Argentina 17, says Amira there. And let's go Samoa, says Simran there. Now Palandini will kick this one into touch. 5 of the 6 meetings between these two last season were decided by 7 or less points. So my prediction of 19 points to 12 might not be a mile off, although I did say that Samoa would be the team with 12, which would mean 3 successfully scored tries in a row for Argentina compared to the Samoan quick start. 25 seconds remaining in this first half. Palandini now going to be throwing this ball in. Nicely slapped to the left, and that's actually, it's a yellow card for Samoa. Taking a player out in the air. That is BJ Lima, who's been penalised. That is the last thing that Samoa wanted. In fact, it's Motu Opitai, the most recent try scorer. That means now a very similar fashion to what we saw between South Africa and Australia in the regard of there's a chance that we see a last-minute try and then an early burst from the Pumas in the second 7 minutes. So, Hamish, you're looking well rested and fresh today. Thank you for the great stuff. Cheers from Durban, South Africa, says Brian. Thank you very much, mate, for being here once more. South Africa, of course, through to the semi-finals. Their match has taken place in only around an hour and 50 minutes time, somewhere around there. We will be covering that one on the channel as well, though. Now going off to this left-hand side. Good attack and run forward for Los Pumas. Beautiful pass to the left. Luciano Gonzalez almost has his pants pulled down, but he don't care because he got the pass away to Maneta, who scores the first of the match for Argentina right at the end of the first half. Will it be the Samoan discipline that once again will let them down in a match of Rugby Sevens? And ever since I said that that was the best start we have seen from Samoa, it would seem like the momentum has gone back in favour of the favourites for this contest. Let's go, says McCowan. Great stuff, Hamish. Thank you, says Shirai. Thank you very much for being here. And are you going to live stream the Big Bash games? I am hoping to do a KFC Big Bash few streams throughout the season. That kick is great from Argentina. It has gone over, and that will make the score at halftime 14 points to 7. And this is a close game because there is still time for either of these sides to take that win, take the spot in the semi-final head-to-head up against the New Zealanders. Dance, says David. And there as well. Is it still raining there by you? It is, yes. Still rainy, still wet, and relatively cold compared to what we've had on a few of the other days. What if my predictions are correct, says Amira, then you will be very good at predictions. I can say for one, I am not good at predictions. Normally I get them completely wrong. France minus 14.5 or so, says David. I'll be honest, like sevens is one of the hardest sports to bet on because anything can happen. And I know that that should be the case with most sports, but honestly, like you could get a side that are ranked 100 up against a side that are ranked in the top 5, and if they play each other enough, and if it starts going the way of that team ranked 100, like anything can happen. Papua New Guinea, brilliant side on the circuit when they play in the Oceania Sevens, pulling off a couple of relatively big wins, actually getting themselves the win over Tonga, which is something that no one predicted. We have Gadeo's Dubai putting on a show in the crowd, good atmosphere. It does look pretty good overall. Quite a few people in attendance, which is always great to see in the heat as well. So a lot of committed people watching the sport that they love. And yes, it takes just one error to score, says Mikhail. Exactly right. Sometimes it doesn't even take an error to score. Sometimes, just a little half gap that theoretically you wouldn't think of closing. Someone goes straight through it. Uh-oh, she's try time. I do not bet on anything, says Morne. And yes, I know I read that one from Mikhail there. Motu Opitai, who will be off the field for the first about 90 seconds of this second half, which means that Samoa at a large disadvantage. They are kicking off though, so more than likely we'll be looking to retain this ball and try and keep it in their hands for a bit more time to come. It's a pretty fast and exhausting game. Your mind needs to be prepared, says Mikhail. Exactly right. And kind of that back-to-back-to-back, what a shot that is. Although, it's just a penalty. Alo Fipo, massive shot. What's happened here? Why is it a penalty? Okay, I'm not sure what they've said in terms of why that's a penalty. I think they've argued tackled in the air. That's one of those rules that I hate because he's jumped up for it from a pass from his teammate and then gone this high off the ground and they count it as tackled in the air. So at what stage will we see players just jumping so that they can win penalties? Now, Samoa back in possession, so I guess it didn't cost them too badly there, but I would have been disappointed to see anything more than a penalty in that scenario. Alafipo, putting in that massive shot. Great turnover for Luciano Gonzalez in the breakdown. Well, that's unfair, says Amira. And also we have got there, so which way did you go with that line, says David? I'll be honest, I'm really bad at predicting things, David. Like, you're probably asking the worst possible person for what to predict in the sevens, and I cover all the games, or at least most of the games. So that just tells you that betting on sevens is pretty much like, well, I guess I was going to say an analogy, but I won't. But it's pretty much like taking just the biggest gamble you can. It's like pretty much sanding a boomerang, throwing it, and hoping it will come back. That's not the analogy I was going to say, but we'll go with that instead, seeing as Australia are in the competition. Now, off to the left-hand side, Germain Schultz. Now, nicely done. Paul Scanlon. Now going off to the right-hand side, Luciano Gonzalez. Azatsuk, not able to get the next pass that he needed. But Argentina inside of Samoa's territory now. They are back to being with 7 on the field. Germain Schultz goes over. And just like that, the Argentines are back into the game. His first try in Dubai, and it could be the most crucial that he will score. Germain Schultz. This is looking better from Argentina. The worst possible person at predictions. So weatherman Dan, say the apology, mate. We won't judge. We all love you, says Elon there. And also we have got there, go Manu, says Chris, and let's go, says Mikhail. This is the last thing that Samoa wanted, to be sitting 14-14 now. At this stage of the match, they had it well and truly secured early. But then their momentum, I say it a lot when it comes to these games. Momentum is a beautiful thing, and it can also hurt you badly. And betting in sevens is like needle in a haystack, says Morning Lagrange. Pretty much, yeah. I think I'm the only Argentinian here, says Mikhail. No, I think we've got a few other, maybe. We've got a few people supporting Argentina. Is anyone else from Argentina? Let us know in the chat if you are from Argentina, and also what part of Argentina you are from. Now, nice step from Motu Opitai on the short side. Going for the chip in behind. Waiting for this one, Gaston Raval, the experienced veteran, goes off to Luciano Gonzalez, who's explosive with the power that he possesses. He's just broken through 3 tackle attempts. Must he foul? Tackled by Nuulivaya, as well as BJ Lima. Now Gaston Raval. Suva Argentina says WMS. Ball is loose. Another penalty this time. Going against... Okay, Samoa. Yellow carded again here. So the reason for it is because he threw the ball away. He was offside. This is really not good from Samoa. The screws have come loose. Fa'afui Falaniko, he's only just made his way onto the field. We've got there, it's 5 a.m. I'm from Buenos Aires, says Mikhail. And go Argentina, says Soraya there. And I was like, let's go Samoa, says I'm also there. Been to Argentina, not from there, great people. Says Elon, and go Samoa, says David. Now, 3 minutes 50 remaining on the clock. It looks like a few changes are going to be made. We're there, let's go Samoa, says Amos. And also we have got there, hi Ames, my girlfriend Jakayla says hello, welcome in to the live stream, Ollie and Jakayla. Are enjoying the Sevens, of course. New Zealand going to be playing in the semi-final later on tonight. That is going to be in the matchup up against the winner of this contest. And that one will be taking place at 11:26 p.m. New Zealand time. Now ball fed in, Gaston Raval. Going to the left-hand side, Marcos Maneta. Now gets it away to Luciano Gonzalez. Now the benefit that Argentina have is because they've got the man advantage, they can just throw absolutely everything at this. Alvarez trying to get back to his feet. Marcos Maneta will score the try. And Argentina now, they will convert, and this will make the score 21 points to 14. You cannot count any side out in the sevens. How much time? There's still 3 minutes remaining in this contest. And Toso Samoa Toso says Bobby there. And also contact Samoa, says Chris there. It is going to be the try for Marcos Maneta. Saw the opportunity to pierce around the side of the breakdown. Now, these two sides have gone to Golden Point before in the past. There's a little bit of a chance that we could see them go to Golden Point here as well. But 21 points to 14. Marcos Maneta leading the tournament tries with 7. I've got the new PlayStation 5. Says Ollie is the best. Hopefully it's working well for you. Go Pumas. Says Finney in there. And also Vamos Pumas Jahu. And also come on Samoa. You can bring it back. Says Simran there. And contact Samoa. And discipline costing Samoa. And I mentioned it. And I've said it many times that their discipline throughout the last maybe 24 months or so, it's been the thing that's let them down so many times. It's been their downfall. And it's proving it once again. The second yellow card that they have received in this contest. I'm now on the same boat as you in the prediction, Amish says Amira. I mean, my prediction for this game was 19 points to 12 in favour of Argentina. So all I've got wrong at this stage is the fact that both sides were going to convert one more try. So it would be quite impressive if that was relatively close. I went with France, minus 14.5 points. Great Britain, minus 6. I laid $50 to win 115. Says David Ryan there. No contact, please. Says Chris. Okay, penalty this time goes the way of Samoa with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. They do not have a lot of time to be able to work here. Like they've just said, they haven't really attacked since the first about 3 minutes of this game for Samoa when they were able to score themselves the 2 quick tries, one for Alafipo and the other being scored by Motu Opitai. Now, trying to find their way towards the try line. It was going to be Fa'afui Falaniko. It's actually Naula who was penalised. Another penalty goes the way of Samoa. That is for the USA being offside. They haven't... Oh, Luciano Gonzalez. He was holding the ball. He's going to end up with a yellow card, or is he? Oh, okay. So the referee was about to give Luciano Gonzalez a penalty, but the touch judge said no. Don't give him the yellow card. Which now means that's Duarte, isn't it? The referee on the sideline. Yeah, he decided that the referee should not penalise Luciano Gonzalez for being in the breakdown at the wrong time. As a halftime or nah, so we are in the second half at the moment. 1 minute 20 remaining on the clock here. If the Pumas lead with a minute to go, It should be the Pumas to lose, says Enrico. Now trying to break through Paul Etty Slater. Now Levi Milford goes off to the left-hand side. Rush defence there from the Argentines. Big shot coming in from the Pumas defence, although looping play here for Samoa. And I do have to mention, if they do get themselves a try, they have to make sure that they get the conversion. So trying to score between the posts should be the goal. They've got themselves another penalty advantage. Lalo Milo getting within 5 metres now. 50 seconds remaining. They will go back for the original penalty, and that is going to be the yellow card for Argentina, which does mean if we go to Golden Point, the Argentines will be playing with 6 throughout the early stages. Azul, the man who has been penalised and yellow carded for Argentina here. And Argentina are a brilliant only team of the class. And that whole 2 continents, how are they so good? It's ridiculous. Love them. People show some respects, says Elon. And there as well. But now, time is off. There is 40 seconds remaining. This will be very interesting. See how these closing moments of the contest goes. I should mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are back for both semi-final fixtures that are taking place. We know that it is South Africa versus Fiji on one side of the draw. We are yet to determine who it will be on the other side. But yeah, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're back next week as well with the Cape Town Sevens competition. And what a game right now, says Blues Nate. These two sides always put on a good showing. The fact that Samoa were up by 14. The fact that Argentina came back with 3 converted tries after that to put them in a great position on the board. This is where Nicholas Sanchez, I assume that is, but now nice pass out wide, mistake, and Moneta kicks it downfield and into touch Samoa with that last little pass that went to ground, and now they've lost about 25 metres in the process for Amalosi boys, says Chris R. Charles. But Masi Fowl messed up his pass. And now the line-out chance, 6 seconds remaining on the clock. If Argentina get this ball back, they will be winning this game and they will go on to face New Zealand in the semi-final. It's going to be taken by Samoa. Can they close the gap at the moment? Another pass goes flat to Fa'afoi Falaniko. Thought it was Azul making the tackle, but of course he is off the field for the next minute or so. They do need to get a converted try, Samoa, to stay in this contest. So, of course, they want to score between the posts. Argentinian player on his knee, but they call it as a not releasing penalty. Should have been player leaving feet, but it is going to be the penalty in favour of Argentina. The benefit that he had was his knee was down on the far side. Referee did not spot it, and that is going to be the win for Argentina. They will win the game 21 points to 14. They will advance through to face New Zealand and Samoa. I believe now they will be going head-to-head with the USA in their game to play off for 5th place. The final moment, the knee is down. I think they're trying to say he had it just enough before ending up putting that knee down. But it is going to be the win for Argentina there. 21 points to 14. So we were correct that it would be a 7-point win for Argentina. We were just 2 points off, unfortunately, in terms of what it would be in the overall scoreline of this contest. But they are now going to be interviewing Gaston Ravol as the Argentines have made their way through to yet again another semi-final. Samoa, very valiant effort. They'll be disappointed to have not quite got there. And I see you in the semis, says Mornahan there. So we will be scheduling our 2 semi-final streams in the very near future, ladies and gentlemen. So be sure to check them out. We'll also have a preview coming out for that first game between Fiji and South Africa, and maybe even New Zealand and Argentina if we do get time to be able to make that one as well. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.